Welcome back, quilters. I'm again working on my Morticia quilt. Today I'm doing the pebbles in the center of my cross. I was going to use a darker shade of gold, but I decided to use a more coppery color. This is Sienna by Glide by Filtech. And I'm going to start making little tiny pebbles. Now I changed my stitch length down to 12. Because if I make it bigger, I end up with more straight lines instead of circles. And I'm just kind of going around, making my little circles. I'm not too concerned with them all being the same size and being, see how a little bit of wonky that one is? And I might put a little more oblong one in. And the reason I don't care that they're not all exactly the same size is because, well, I live on a gravel road. When I go out and look at my gravel, not all of my pebbles are the same size. I don't think you could probably even find two of them that are the same size. I'm going to come around here. Sometimes I go all the way around. Sometimes I'll go 3/4 of the way around. Whatever I need to get me where I want to go. Now I want to show you this. We got a few pebbles here out of the way and get over so we can see where my foot was. Because I left a little gap. And I just wanted to show you that that's fine. Get one more maybe. Okay, I'm going to stop the machine. And you all probably can't really even see where I left that little gap. The little gap that I didn't go back and fill in is right here. Now, as long as that space there is no bigger than most of my circles, no one's going to see that. It's not going to show. I could have gone back and squeezed a circle in that spot, but I really didn't need to. So we're just going to keep quilting some little circles. I hope that some of you went out to your machines and threw in a piece of fabric to play and just started. See, there's another little spot right there. If you could see that in my foot. You probably can't see it for the angle I've got. I'm going to do like a long oblong one there. Just something to fill the spot. If I have a weird spot, I can go down, come back. Doesn't have to be perfectly round. And I'm very pleased. Now when I'm doing a smaller circle, like I said, I make my stitch length smaller. If I kept my stitch length bigger, like if I had it down to an 8 or a 10, and I've got it set on a 12, then I would run into the problem of instead of having curves in my circles, I would have more straight lines. See, there's a real kind of wonky shaped one. Throwing in all the little wonky shaped ones, give it a little more interest. I want to say the word organic or inorganic, but I'm not really sure if that fits. I don't completely go over every circle 3/4 of a time or 1.5 times. Just kind of depends on where I want to be. Now, I'm just going to quilt along here. What I don't want to do is what I call this little figure 8 quilting, where we do a circle and then we go back up where we were and we end up with looking a line. Ah, my machine is acting up here. I got to stop. You don't know what I've got. So anyway, I don't want to get my... Here we go. I don't want to get my pebbles all in a straight line. I do want to keep them kind of random, kind of that whole free-flowing thing like I'm trying to use throughout my quilt. If I wanted to get from here and go back and fill this in, I would take what I consider the path of least resistance, which means that I would come and I would quilt back down through here, just going back over where I already quilted, put my circles in, all my little pebbles in, and then come back out following where I had already quilted, and I'm ready to go on to the next one. So let me figure out what's wrong and why my machine's not quilting right, and I will see you next time.